Hey there, you're listening to You Still Going On About That with Rob Israel and Joseph K. You can find us anywhere you could download podcasts. You could also find us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at YSGOAT. Thanks for listening. I'm Rob Israel.
I'm Joseph K.
Still going on about
that.
All right, Joseph. It's already June.
Yeah. Yeah. At the end of the month, it'll be halfway through the year.
It's over. It's done.
Yeah.
Pack it up.
Yeah. Yeah. Sometime this month is the summer solstice. And then from there, it's all downhill.
When is it?
I don't know what it's like towards the end of June each year. Let's see, summer solstice this year is
like June 20th or something, 23rd.
I was gonna get 20th. Oh, I'm sorry, 21st.
So did you see that guy that's running for something in Colorado? Did you see that video I sent you?
Oh, I sent you one too. The Republican running for governor.
Yeah, like Brian Clark or whatever his name is, that guy from Denver. He's like a really good reporter, and he interviews him, and he's either like, you're either making stuff up or you're the most interesting person in like the world. Like the guy like talks
Yeah.
about how he like saved all these people.
Yeah.
Like, he's been in all the wars, and
He
starts talking about his dog.
The clip I sent you is they said like when he was a kid, his father made him kill someone.
Yes.
And then the reporter's like, is that the only person you've killed? And the guy thinks about it for like a full minute and then says, well, as a child, yes. Like, what
Did you see the thing though with the dog?
Yeah, I've looked through like all of these. The guy's like a lunatic. Everyone is like
That
crazier
was
than
hysterical. It's like he was like, you saw that one guy who said he teleported to a Waffle House.
Yeah, yeah,
He's like, I'm gonna top that.
right.
I'm gonna make that my whole entire personality.
Yeah, the guy looks insane, like super insane. So
Yeah,
I can only assume he's the Republican front runner.
I only assume he's gonna win because
Yeah,
people are fucking stupid.
well, he's
I
probably
can't
better than
believe the fucking lunatic we voted for turned out to be a fucking lunatic. That's
right.
crazy.
Yeah, God.
I thought he was gonna shake things up, not shake the earth. Come up. I didn't know he was gonna take all the resources to make a
Yeah,
earthquake machine.
I didn't know his first official act would be to outlaw the number 8. Why would he do that? It makes no sense. Why can't we have 8s?
Oh, he said we could have 88.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
probably
Hitler.
true. Yeah. Yeah, I've seen those video clips. They're great. Terrifying but great.
So what are we talking about this week, Joseph?
We're talking about the midterms. There's a bunch of midterm stuff yesterday, so but I'm only up on a few of them. We're talking about the Iran war, which shows no sign of slowing down. We're talking about Bill Pulte, our acting director of national intelligence, Trump's slush fund, the stuff going on over at 60 Minutes. Um, I guess there's a decent number of people in the church that believe UFOs are demons. We can talk about that for a second. And then we're talking about not an older movie, a movie that came out about a year ago, F1, and then the show that dropped last week, Spider Noir, and then the season finale of For All Mankind.
Well, all right.
Yeah. So
Well,
the midterm primaries. Honestly, the big ones for me, I know there was some like
vote for
things.
Spencer Pratt.
Yeah, well, there's some things in like Iowa and stuff like that. But the big
I
ones
asked if you voted for him.
oh, if I vote no.
No, you didn't? Oh, yeah, I did. Even though I don't live in
Spencer.
LA.
Right.
Someone made a joke and said it was like people saw what Mondami was doing and they're like, oh yeah, we could do the opposite.
Right. We could do, yeah. California is weird because in a lot of these races, it's not like anywhere else. So like normally in Texas or Florida or Colorado or Massachusetts, the Republicans vote for a candidate and then the Democrats vote for a candidate, and then those two candidates meet in the general election.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, California, you can end up having two fucking Republicans
Yeah.
for the nominate, or yeah, they call it jungle primary or
Yeah,
something.
the jungle primary. So the danger is, in theory, like you could have like an odd situation where the popular winners kind of shut out of things. So most people think that for the governor right now, Steve Hilton, who's a complete raging asshole, he is number one, and followed by Xavier Becerra, followed by Tom Steyer. So
Which is the
in
bald guy who's like from Britain and he's like a total right wing chud. He's like
Steve
a
Hilton, yeah, he's
that guy.
winning.
He's winning.
Yeah, he's got the most votes. He's in first place with 28% of the
How?
votes. Because if you look at the Becerra has 26% and Steyer has 20%. So the Democratic candidates have captured nearly 50% of the vote, but Steyer is in first place with 28% of the vote.
Oh my
That
god.
that's the danger of those primaries. So anyway, in theory, if the election were to if the counting were done right now, it would be Hilton versus Becerra in the general election, and Becerra would almost certainly win. So, I'd
Which
rather
one's
it be.
Becerra again?
He was Obama's Secretary of Transportation
Okay,
or
it's not
something.
the Fox guy, not the British
No, 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 no,
asshole.
no, no. So he's fine. He wouldn't maybe necessarily be my candidate, but he would win. He
Well, as long as
would.
it's not that other guy.
Yeah.
That's the one I
So
don't want.
And then in the other big, well, the weird thing about this is Katie Porter only got like 5% of the vote. And if you had told me that Katie Porter would only get 5% of the vote, if you had told me that like a year or two ago, I wouldn't have believed it. I mean, she was
I
like
mean,
a
she's kind of
rising.
gotten pretty unpopular over the years. Did
She
she
has,
kind
yeah.
of become kind of shitty or something?
No, there's an incident where they have her like on film yelling at a staffer.
Oh
You know,
no.
probably something every candidate's done at one point, but like they got her on film.
Yep,
She's a
that's it.
woman. People don't like shrill women.
They don't like women.
Um,
They don't
yeah,
like
they
women.
don't like women, and
Women. That's the
but still,
key.
she's good. I loved Katie Porter.
Yeah.
When I saw a lot of her, I haven't seen a lot of her lately, but so anyway, that's that, and then the race for let me go back. I'm looking just at the governor's race right now. Let's see. The other big one was the Karen Bass Spencer Pratt race. And let's see here. I would say that there's a chance that Pratt gets knocked out because let's see. I'm going back to the election night results. This week's weather links. That's just statewide. Well, anyway, there is a third place Democratic candidate that if that Democratic candidate beats out Spencer Pratt, then the LA mayor's race could just be two candidates, kind of a centrist Democrat, Karen Bass, and a more liberal
I
Democrat,
still want Spencer Pratt in there. That's all.
Yeah, I'd prefer he not even advance because I do think that he's not Trump, but he's got that Trump like
He's getting Trump like attention, and that's what's.
yes.
Oh.
That's yeah.
I let this thread. I said that Spencer Pratt proves that a good portion of the populace will never learn. They'll always vote for another type of Trump.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
if you think Trump's a disaster and you're looking at Spencer Pratt and you're like, oh, he'll be good, then you're just a fucking idiot.
Right. So like there's 62% of the vote is in, right? And Karen Bass is already moving on. She has 35% of the vote. Spencer Pratt has 29%, but then I'm going to butcher this name. I apologize. Nataya Rahman, who I believe is a much more liberal Democrat, she has 22%. So in theory, she could overtake Spencer Pratt. I mean, it's not a given that Spencer
Think at this
Pratt's.
point you can.
Yeah, there's only 62, there's 40% of the vote left,
Uh,
I don't know. And generally, not always, but generally, like it's the more urban areas that count slower,
even
I
if he
mean,
doesn't, even if he loses, let's say the general, the idea that this fucking guy stays relevant for the next like 6 months is fucking mind numbing.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's gonna
I think
always suck.
the
Like, what
problem.
was his deal? Like, didn't he like sell some photos or something? It was like, what was his name? The Fonz, that guy, Henry Winkler's like son, and like Ashley Kate Olsen or one of those Olsen twins.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
he had pictures taken of something,
Yeah.
sold it to like some. Uh,
Oh.
he's just like a grifter.
Yeah. I'll tell you the thing is it's real easy it's real easy to go in and argue against incumbents because LA is a big city. It's got problems, just like most big cities got problems. So it's real easy for a person to come in and say, "You haven't fixed this," and
Yeah,
and then if you combine that with like popularity, meaning like you're famous to some extent, and you combine that with a couple other things, then you can sometimes win. So that's the danger of Spencer Pratt. The guy's a moron, and when he's not being a moron, he's a shitty person. So you don't want him anywhere near power. And I think the Democrats going to win that anyway. Plus, honestly, like mayor of Los Angeles, that's like that would certainly be a symbolic victory, but like that's only going to affect people in Los Angeles. It pissed me off, like to
it's
some
not.
extent, but it's not
You think
like
it's not the. It's the
I
whole
know.
just occupying the space,
Well, then that would launch
all the
a
media
bigger.
attention that he gets. It's just like exhausting.
If he wins L.A. mayor, he's going to run for Congress next or Senate or something like that. That's the
Who the
that's the
fuck
real
knows? It's
danger.
not. Like I said, it's not even that. It's just it's exhausting.
Yeah, it is.
Exhausting to hear about. It's attention getting.
Yeah, um, it
Having to
is.
hear dumb people try to justify why they voted for him. Like
Yeah, 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 and it crowds out smart people. You know, there could have been
it's
a
just
smarter
another
person.
destruction of local government. I mean,
Yeah.
it's just awful. I don't get it. I never understood his appeal. I mean, I guess he was just like a reality show villain or something.
Yeah. Yeah, that was it. Honestly, I mean, I thought he was not I didn't think he was real popular or anything like even in the show in the
Supposedly he got like, yeah, he's been like kind of like on the edge of nothing for years. And then I think he
yeah,
got a little bit of resurgence because of like the LA fires. He like supposedly jumped on that because his house was supposedly burnt down or whatever. And then, so he got a lot of media attention for that. Then he decided to run for mayor. And again, it's like the whole like, oh, I thought he was running as a joke. And then here he is,
yeah.
the actual possible candidate in the actual election. So no, I don't think it's good.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, it's not it's certainly not good. But that's it. Like the Republican Party for the most part rewards the most obnoxious and least qualified candidates. I mean that they see that as like desirable,
Yeah.
like I don't get it, but I know it. I mean, I know it. I know that if you coached football, and they will probably vote for you. If you were on a bad reality show, they will probably vote for you. I mean, like they just do. I don't know why. Uh, yeah.
Believe those reality shows are real. I don't know.
Well, there's a bunch of other midterm stuff with that. Like I honestly there's like meaningful stuff in Iowa and stuff like that. I think a lot of those are kind of like obviously local to those places. Um, from what I understand, and again, I didn't look at like all of these individual races. They said that for the most part, um, things happen like you would expect because they were primaries. Like
Yeah.
awful Republicans supported by Trump tended to
Trump's
win.
acting like, oh, they won. It's like, yo, you mean they won a primary? Who gives a shit? That's
Yeah,
not the election.
yeah. So
There was like a non-Trump guy who won recently, though, too.
yes, it was in Iowa, I believe. Trump supported one and the other one won. So I people I'm not falling. I'm not doing like a Charlie Brown football thing for Iowa and Nebraska, but like those farmers did get fucked by Trump, like real bad. Uh
Oh, yeah.
and
I don't believe him.
well, you know what? Another thing I've been reading a lot about is data centers.
Yeah.
People hate data centers in there. And I think, honestly, I think Democrats are probably sometimes responsible for this data center stuff, but I think a lot of these people are blaming Trump and good, you know. I think
Oh
this is
yeah, no,
one
there's some Democrats that have fully supported
yeah.
them, but
This is one thing I don't think is 100% Trump's fault, but a lot of people are blaming him for it, which I fully support, you know.
yeah.
Yeah. Um anyway, so that's the midterm stuff. No big surprises, and I guess that's good. So, yeah. But
What other
oh, go
big
ahead.
primary? Well, there were a couple other big ones, right?
Um, yeah, I mean, like Byron, yeah, but like none of them were surprises. Like Byron Donalds won the
That guy.
Republican nomination
What
in
a clown.
Florida.
No, but I mean, what
Uh,
were the big states besides the California one?
New Jersey had theirs, but again, it was like a Republican ran for, I think it was Dean, ran unopposed for the nomination to go against Cory Booker. He won, you know, no big surprise. Uh, yeah, it was kind of a status quo. The only big thing will be um, uh, the only big thing will be to see what what happens in California at the end, just because it's real symbolic, you know, and also because California's a wild card. One thing did though happen. You texted me this, and I'd seen it earlier. A guy in Alaska named Dan Sullivan is running for.
Oh, this is
Uh,
insane. This is
yeah,
almost like, did you see Fargo like last season or whatever it was?
no, I didn't.
John Hamm.
Yeah, I didn't.
Okay, so I'm just gonna show you this real quick. So John Hamm plays kind of like remember the Bundy family?
Yeah,
So he's like the sheriff, but he's also kind of like a weird cult leader. So it's really strange. He's like a sheriff in his own making, or whatever. He's just like one of
okay,
these like super right wing, like weird, like a Bundy type family, whatever.
yeah,
So this billionaire wants to fuck with him because they want the land or whatever. And so the guy so he's running for sheriff again or whatever. So they get three guys that look just like him and go on stage and basically say their name is that guy, their name also. So that
yeah.
there would be three other people on the voting with the same exact name who look just
That
like
looked, yeah,
and they're all it's like the funniest fucking scene. So there's a guy. So Dan Sullivan is
yeah.
a senator. What is he?
I think so. I don't. Let me see what he is currently, but I think you're right. Uh, Dan Sullivan. Yeah, he's the senator from Alaska.
So he's running for re-election, and the
Yeah,
guy he's running against is named Dan Sullivan,
who's also a Republican.
and he kind of looks like him a little bit, kind of.
I wouldn't say so, but like, I mean,
He's running against himself.
yeah.
It's a deep there's a lot going on here.
I don't even know how they like on the ballot they'll differentiate that because they're both named Dan Sullivan. They're both Republicans. Clearly there's got to be a way to indicate which one is which. Uh, I don't know how they'll do that, but that'll be interesting.
White guy.
They're both white. They're both like middle aged. Uh, yeah, I don't know. Um,
Well, the real Dan Sullivan, please stand up.
right.
Stand up.
Uh, yeah, well, they'll probably indicate one as being the incumbent.
I think
Uh,
it's fucking funny as shit.
it really is funny.
You think that's done on purpose?
Yeah, I think the Democrats finally got off their ass and like rat fucked this. I think they figured out like this is
Think so? I think that you don't think there's just some random guy named Dan Sullivan. The Democrats are just laughing about it.
that could be the case. I mean, like it's not, but my bet is that if you that somehow the Democrats are
They have
behind this.
their
I hope so.
primary their debates were like, and this is why I'll be the real Dan Sullivan.
Right.
It's like when they put that
Yeah.
real Ghostbusters cartoon because the other Ghostbusters cartoon was out.
Right.
Real Ghostbusters.
Yeah. I'm more Dan Sullivaner.
Anything else as funny as that, or not really?
No, not there's
That
like anything
crazy
as funny
guy
as
in
that.
Colorado. That guy's the fucking gem.
Yeah. He's a lunatic.
Well, you know what's
Um,
crazy? That Iran war.
it is. It's a weird one. I keep this is like I say stuff and then I'm like, I know it sounds like I'm making up. So Trump said the war was going to be done in like 24 hours, and then it was a couple days, and then it was a week, and then it was 24 hours. Then it's like next morning that he has no idea when it's going to end.
No.
They haven't met like any of their objectives other than to kill a bunch of people. And there's no end in sight. And he said that they were about to wrap it up the other day. And then this morning, Iran bombs the fuck out of Kuwait's airport, kills people, blows up a whole terminal and everything. And then uh, at the end of the day, the House actually voted to take away authorization to fight Iran. So now it's going to the Senate. It's
I'm
just a
surprised
lot
that
of,
happened with Mike Johnson in there.
yeah, yeah. I'm just surprised a lot of it's happening. Um, I don't think Trump will listen to anything. I mean, I don't see he doesn't
Oh,
follow the
he said
law
the
for
Iran
anything
war
else.
ended weeks ago. What are you talking about?
Yeah. So, but that's it's still ongoing. This thing's like in its fourth month now or something. You know, gas prices just keep going up. People just keep
They
getting
went down
killed.
for a second by me. They went down
Oh,
below
did
like
they?
50, but it looks like they shot back up.
Well, I know some states, and I don't know about Colorado, but some states are like putting a pause on a gas tax. Like a lot of the gas prices, like taxes and stuff like that. So I know I want to say it was I forget the states. One state like didn't stop collecting taxes on gas, and as a result, gas prices went down. But that's only temporary, and they're losing revenue because of it. So uh, we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not good. It's not good. And then, kind of in the background of all this, Tulsi Gabbard quit
Yeah, like 2 weeks
or
ago.
got let
Supposedly,
go or whatever.
she claimed it was her husband had like cancer or something.
Hmm,
It's
likely
supposedly she
story.
gave her husband cancer. Just kidding. I did this for the Putin, Mother
Uh,
Russia.
well, Trump nominated Bill Pulte in charge of national intelligence, director of national intelligence, and the guy's like no experience. He's like a 40-year-old former he's a nepo baby. His dad built a construction company. He inherited it, and that's all he's done. He got involved in private equity a little bit because he had a bunch of money, so why not? And now he's in charge of the nation's secrets. It's
Awesome.
really bizarre.
Did
Even
you
like
see what's that guy's name? The guy who took the place of Pam Bondi? Wayne Mullen.
yeah, he's a moron.
I
God,
mean,
he's
he said something ridiculous recently. I don't know if he said like stopping the mail from sending out or
well, he was gonna stop. He was gonna no longer allow international flights into liberal cities.
yeah, that's gonna go over well.
So, and then a lot of companies are like, look, we actually do a lot of business that way. So, like, you will grind everything to a halt. Um, yeah, I don't know. Mark Wayne Mullen is a moron. He's not a smart guy. He's a combative prick, real thin skinned too.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know. I mean, everyone appointed by Trump is obnoxious and ill-informed. They're not smart people. They're not talented. They have very little self-awareness. Um, yeah, just gross people. Bill Pulte. That's the newest gross person.
You saw that video? The
Which oh yeah,
dildo?
we get slapped upside the head with a dildo.
So
Was that
conservative.
him? Was that
Not
really
the
him?
one. I don't know.
Yeah, and,
I don't even give a shit.
yeah,
What state is this again? Oh no, that's not a state. It's he got hired to. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. He just got hired to be the director of national intelligence for the
Interesting though.
entire
Another
country.
man instead of a woman.
Yeah,
Is
yeah.
there any women outside of like Linda McMahon that works for Trump now?
Oh, that's a good question. I don't know. Yeah, I think Linda McMahon.
But
There's
she's not
someone
going.
else. I saw someone else that was real crazy.
No, I'm just talking
Well,
about women though.
yeah, yeah. But I saw another woman who was she makes everyone like pray and stuff at her staff meetings. Lunatic.
Weird.
Um, so anyway, so the Trump slush fund, DOJ swears it's not going to do it. Trump says he's still going to do it. Since the DOJ has said they're not going forward to it, there can't really be a court case or anything yet, but you 100% know they're going to do it. they can't wait to start giving out money to J6ers. So,
Yeah, that's
I,
ridiculous.
yeah, it
It's
is
not
pretty.
even real. It doesn't even cap it 1776. It's like an arbitrary number. They're gonna do
Yeah,
it again. They're just gonna keep doing it.
yeah, yeah. If the country's going to be broke by the time Trump leaves, I mean, there won't be much left.
Yeah,
It'll have a run-up credit card bill, if anything else. So, mm,
we'll see what happens. I don't know. I think most of it's bullshit.
yeah, um, yeah. Well, the next one is the 60 minutes stuff. Barry Weiss has done a number on 60 minutes. Her latest move is to fire Scott Pelley. I believe that's the guy's name. Scott, um, reporter who had some critical things to say about the direction CBS News has been taking, and oh, there seems to be an uproar about it. But like most things, there's an uproar, and then it's washed out by some new crisis or whatnot. Um, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, like I know Scott Pelley, who most people think is a solid journalist, just straight up said today, like Barry Weiss is telling us to lie on air. You know,
He basically let himself get fired, right? Or
kind of. I mean, yeah, because he had to know that that was gonna happen
he
because
basically said that. I mean, we talked about this before. She's a fucking piece of shit. There's
yeah,
no,
she's
there's
awful.
not like, oh, she felt no, she was put in, she works, she is literally working for the Trump administration. She was
Oh
hired
yeah,
by the Ellisons to destroy
yeah,
CBS News as a favor to Trump and the Republicans
yep,
so that the Ellisons could be approved by
the
the Trump
FCC
administration to
yeah,
allow a basically a monopoly. And the Ellisons are also going to are trying to, Paramount is trying to build by WB.
yeah,
So the idea of her being involved in any of this shit, again, she's a piece of shit. There's no like misunderstanding here. There's no
yeah.
like nuance or
It's
subject.
not a difference of opinion. It's yeah,
This is what she is. She's put in there. And so that guy, all he did was tell the truth. He just said,
yeah,
that's why she's there. She's there to fuck things up.
yeah,
She's not there to make 60 Minutes stronger. She's not there to make any of the news programs stronger. No, I can't fucking stand her.
yeah. No, she's there to politicize stuff. So
What?
she's there to politicize it in a right wing way. So,
Well, not just politicize it, to destroy it.
yeah, weaponize it. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I think they'd be happy with either outcome, like CBS becoming a right wing kind of state run media thing, or simply destroying CBS. I think they'd be happy with either.
Yeah.
Mm. Oh well.
Well, you ever see like all the shows on Paramount now? They're all these like
Yeah.
fucking like they look like shows that if the Daily Wire was smart, knew what they were doing, they would make these type of movies and TV shows. Landman, all these like
It
fucking like
seems real lazy.
oh like someone made an animation, a weird animation of like it's like tune into next time on Boomer Fantasy, starring Sylvester Stallone and the King of Oklahoma City or whatever the fuck it's called.
It reminds me of like,
Tulsa.
yeah, King of Tulsa or something. There was a period of time when like a large percentage of NBC's programming was Law and Order or Law and Order spin-offs.
Oh yeah,
Like 40% of what you would watch on NBC was Law and Order based. And that's kind of what I feel like with this Paramount stuff. But they're going with that boomer kind of like self-reliant Western, that kind of thing.
we're a man. We'll go talk with grit.
Yeah.
The
I mean,
women look, the women look like women.
yeah, yeah. A lot of it's like trad wife porn or something. So mhm.
There was like one I saw recently, and I was like, I can't believe this is a real show. I forgot what it's. Then again, it's one of these shows. I forgot the name
Yeah,
of it. I think it's a spin-off. I forgot the actor's name. He's like a
they
tall.
all are like Yellowstone, and then there's like 15 little
It
Yellowstones.
just looked,
So
yeah, they're awful. Like,
mhm.
I don't know. They don't interest me at all. But like I said, it looks like they perfected something that the DOI claimed they could do.
Yep, yeah, yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I've never seen Yellowstone. I understand a lot of people like it. Look, that's whatever. But like the whole programming is kind of bent on this conservative approach. Um, Nonsense. It's tough. It's tough. So anyway, you know what is I don't have a ton to say about this, but I think it's real interesting. I've been reading a lot on how Trump is like releasing UFO files and stuff like that.
Yeah, bullshit. I don't believe any of those things.
Yeah, well, an interesting side note to UFOs is that if UFOs are real, I'm not saying they are. If UFOs are real, if aliens are real, that kind of jeopardizes Christianity or any sort of earth-based organized religion.
Oh yeah, fucking JD Vance was giving like a speech and said they were
Yeah,
demons.
right. So a lot of these like right wingers, and particularly in the Catholic faith, are saying that these UFOs are actually demons. They're perfectly in line with the Bible. They're just demons. They're not aliens. Um,
So dumb.
yeah, and the Catholic Church today reassigned a bishop because he was teaching that to his church. So
They
it's
were
just like a
demons.
yeah, the UFOs were demons.
Well, it's stupid.
Yeah, I don't know. It's fascinating to me because like the 1990s version of me that was really into the X-Files would see this as proof that the government is about to release legitimate proof of UFOs. I know it's
Nothing
not. I
legitimate
know.
about
I know.
anything coming out of Trump administration. Did you
I'm
see
just.
it? Did you see the octagon photos?
I don't think so.
You didn't see that they set up the octagon in the front lawn of
Oh
the
yes, I did.
house?
Yeah, 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 yeah. I did.
Dude, that's a crazy setup. They said that like nobody's gonna fight in that. Like people aren't attending. Joe Rogan said that good guy. This is where I'll agree with him on this because he clearly knows UFC fighting more than I do. He
Yeah,
said this is fucking stupid because the weather is unpredictable. It's too fucking hot, and the lamps
yeah.
make it too hot for the fighters. It's not like conducive to like UFC fighting. Like
You need a you need a hardened ballroom to keep the president safe. Yet at the same time, you're going to put him on a field and like.
it's so stupid. Um,
Uh,
Sorry, but you were saying about the UFO demons.
yeah, yeah. Well, it is a fascinating little argument. I think I don't have a real strong feeling about it, other than to think that like if we had legitimate proof of UFOs, it would have leaked out by now. I mean, like I just don't see it. I do believe that there are.
Every time they announce it's a UFO thing, it's because like an Epstein file got out or something.
Yeah, let me back that up. I 100% believe in UFOs in the sense that like pilots see shit that they can't identify all the time.
That
But I
doesn't
don't.
mean you believe in aliens.
Yeah,
That
it
just
doesn't mean they're
means that
alien,
it's
right?
an unidentified flying
Yeah,
object.
yeah,
That
for
could be
probably like a
really the
drone
issue with,
or
yeah, especially with drones now. Like,
yeah, yeah. So, anyway, but that was my last one there. And then and we have some pop culture stuff to get through. You finally got around to seeing F1, the Brad Pitt race movie,
well, I was running and I needed something, and I figured if there's a thing that's a good movie to run to, it would be a race
right?
film. And then I turned in and it said that it was almost 3 hours long, and I was like, "What the fuck is this movie almost 3 hours long?
Right.
Fucking race car movie."
Yeah. I saw that in the theaters. My daughter out of the blue came and said, I want to see F1. And I love going to the movies with her. Like it doesn't matter the kind of
You
movie.
like cars? You
Well,
like
I like
no?
Brad Pitt, to be honest. I can't think of any
Was really
movie
good as Cliff Booth
he oh
in
yeah,
the
in
movie.
Hollywood, Once Upon a
No,
Time in
I meant
Hollywood.
he's really good as Cliff Booth in this movie.
Oh yeah. He's honestly, I like Brad Pitt in almost everything. I thought he was great in F1. I saw it in the theaters. We went to the IMAX version here. The movie sounded great. It looked great. It was just like any Apple production in that they put a lot of money into it. It looked really good. It
That
sounded
woman from
really
Ted
good.
Lasso was in it. She played the
Yeah.
mom of the guy, the main,
Yep.
other main guy.
Yeah. The therapist from Ted Lasso was in it.
Yep.
She was really good. Um, I thought everything about it worked really well. Now, I will say it did, it was an advertisement for Apple's deal with F1 because Apple now, Apple TV
That's
does a lot of F1 races. And most of the, like probably 30% of the movie was a primer in how F1 works. You know,
yeah,
I
yeah, it
had
was. It
no,
was. Now I know what F1 is. I was like,
yeah,
oh, this is
I
weird.
I had no
More
idea
to it
that,
than that.
right. Um, so I don't know. I do, and I
Like
also have kind of
Javier Bardem in it.
a, oh, was he? What was he?
He
Oh
was like the
yeah,
guy who runs
right.
it.
Yeah. Um, and I will say, when years ago, my wife and I went to Monaco, that little country between Italy and France, and
Yeah, that race.
yeah, we walked where they had Monaco's like literally like the size of downtown Dallas or something. Uh,
Oh, really?
we
It's really
it's
small.
so tiny. Like we woke up in France, and our hotel was on the border, and we walked across the street into Monaco, and we're literally on the border of Italy by like 11 a.m. walking. So like it's not a big place, but ever since then we've always watched the Monaco Grand Prix race because we it's kind of cool. We were there and all that. So I have a little bit of a soft spot for F1, but it was cool. I like it was a good movie. What did you think of
That
the
it's like
movie?
Mad Max in a way. He doesn't stay in one fucking place. He goes to the next.
No.
I mean, it was weird when he ate that lizard.
I thought it was weird when he was just about to lose the race, but then he hucked a boomerang at the guy.
Yeah, it was crazy when Master Blaster showed up and
Right, yes.
what's that guy's name? Rungus or whatever.
Lord Humongous.
Yeah, whatever that
Um,
guy's name is with the. I always thought it was weird when I was a kid. I watched. It, I was like, why is he wearing the Jason mask?
yeah, and no pants. And no pants.
Yeah, he was into
Um,
BDSM, and then Immortum Joe showed up,
yeah, woof, with
and
his dog
Furiosa
boys.
showed up.
Um,
I can't believe he had sex with that woman that I figured he'd have sex with. That was crazy to me.
yeah, yeah. But
I
I
mean, it was
loved the
fine. It
movie.
looked good. It was slick. I
Yeah,
mean, I don't give a shit about race car movies, but it was well done. I was like, fuck it. I might as well watch this. One of Apple's
yeah,
movies. They have like 12 movies they made for like
right.
movies.
I just thought it was good. It reminded me, and I know I say this every once in a while. If you listen to the show long enough, I'll have said this a decent number of times. I like it when I see a movie and it's just a good movie, and it's not a sequel, and there's not going to be a franchise, and there's not going to be any super deep cryptic meaning, and people aren't going to dissect it on Reddit for years. It was what it was. It was a good movie. It looked great. That to me is like a movie, like as opposed to a TV show, which needs some mythology and some arcs and ongoing shit. This is just a good movie. So I don't think there's much more to it than that, but I liked it. So
Good.
yeah,
Um, like I said, it's not something I would have went to run to the theater and see,
yeah,
but I think it was good enough that I thought it was well done. And then
yeah,
I wanted to keep watching it. There was not one point in the movie where I was like, I gotta finish this. I actually wanted to watch it. And
yeah,
that's the key. It doesn't matter what the hell the movie's about. If it grabs you, like
yeah,
that's the thing about a movie. See, that's the problem. I used to learn this about like comics and video game movie adaptations and stuff like that. The job of the movie is to make a movie.
yeah, yeah,
But the property that it's for about, it doesn't matter. You got to make, you got to entertain the audience. You have to introduce
yeah,
characters like they've never seen them before. Like people are all bitching about the new Resident Evil game movie that's being
yeah,
made
yeah.
by the guy who did Weapons, Zach McGregor, I think,
Oh, okay, yeah.
and it looks amazing, but it doesn't have characters from the game. It's kind of
Oh, okay, yeah.
like it introduced. It's funny. The main guy is the drug addict from Weapons. Remember that guy? He's the one that kind of
Oh,
fucks.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, they have like
Huh.
the fucking Bugs Bunny, fucking Elmer Fudd fight him and the cop.
Right, yeah.
That's what that was. Um, yeah, he's like the main star. So people are like
All
bitching
right.
about it. It's like it's a movie, and if it's really good, it'll make people want to play the game. But
Yeah,
I don't know. And that was my issue with like the Mandalorian and Grogu. It just felt like here's a bunch of shit that you Star Wars fans like, but we're not going to do
right.
anything of substance in it. So
Well,
that's what I mean by I said like F1 was good because it caught my attention and I actually wanted to watch it. I don't even care about
yeah.
F1.
Yeah, that's the thing. And that was no small feat because that was like you said, it's a 3 hour movie with like
Yes,
minimal
pace.
yeah, it was
No pun
very well
intended.
paced. No, it was. I mean, like
I
everything
will
like
say those guys surviving those car wrecks though. The one guy gets
yeah,
like badly burned.
yeah,
He gets fucked up too.
yeah,
I
yeah,
love that when he's in the hospital, Javier Bardem shows him like all the things,
yeah. Well,
and he's
they
like,
wear these suits and so I mean I could see him surviving, but yeah, woof.
"Still though, you can still gonna rock
Yeah,
your body." Like somebody even made it like it's like the Marvel movies and stuff when they said like, uh, or even like even Mandalorian, like when they wear these armor, like
yeah,
oh yeah, like they take on all they become invulnerable. It's
right,
like you still have a spine. Doesn't matter.
right, yeah,
Like it doesn't matter. Like once the
yeah,
armor completely absorbs all impact,
right,
you're gonna fuck your body up.
yeah,
Like
yeah. Oh. Well, yeah, I liked it. The other thing we watched, and you and I watched the whole series was Spider Noir came out.
yes, Mary,
Uh,
see, you know, talk
yeah,
like this. No kind of show. The whole show we talk like this. You see, man.
it's weird. I liked it a whole bunch, but I I didn't love it so much that I was like, oh, I want a whole bunch more of this. I just thought it was really good, really fun, you know.
I liked it because I felt like it was Nicolas Cage from Inter. What was it again? Once Bitten? No, what was the movie called?
Oh, Vampire's Kiss. Yeah.
Once Bitten. That was
Yes.
the Jim Carrey movie. Yeah, vampire, like the way he is in that movie and stuff. That's what like he
Yeah.
was a whole bunch of weird Nicolas Cage shit in this.
He's they let him loose. Like this is a director who didn't even once say no to Nicolas Cage.
They're
Like
not gonna be a spider, you see? They're gonna walk around like a spider.
he
Like the
every
costume.
yeah, every decision Nicolas Cage made was like completely unchecked by any outside
I like
force.
the part when the secretary, when Nicolas Cage thinks that he's telling everybody he's Spider-Man, but most of them already knew. And his like assistant or whatever, she's like, "Oh yeah, I knew you were Spider-Man." And it's just like old flashbacks of her like,
The spider.
well, he's not wearing the mask, but like he's hanging on the wall.
Yeah.
Wearing like he was wearing the lights over his eyes.
Yeah.
Like there's all these like different scenes of him just doing weird
Like
shit and he's drunk off his ass. So she knew he was the spider for like, I don't know, as long as he's been
yeah.
a spider almost.
Well, yeah, because he had like at the beginning of the movie, we realized like he was the spider, and then he like 5 years prior had kind of quit being the spider.
What did he
Uh,
say? It wasn't really about being a hero. He just like got kicks out of it or something.
yeah, yeah. He's he was
I
kind of
was
like
kind
a
of confused by his powers.
yeah,
He had the same cum wrist, like
right, right,
uh
like the classic Peter Parker.
yeah, who played him again? Spider
Uh,
Tobey Maguire.
yeah, yeah,
He
yeah,
had the Tobey Maguire cum wrist. Even
right,
though his webs seemed more interesting. They almost felt like they were like they were grappling hooks that came out of
yeah,
his like he was like fucking Scorpion or whatever from
yeah,
Mortal
yeah. From
Kombat.
Mortal
Like, get
Kombat.
over here. Like it just felt like they didn't shoot out all the way or like he could hold
Yeah,
on to them. Like, I don't know. Um I like they show his flashback, like how he became him. He was bit by an actual man spider.
right. He was trying to rescue Man Spider
But
before he
he
knew.
but then he explains like that he supposedly had to learn humanity again by watching movies that he wasn't
Yeah,
completely altered or something. He almost had like the brain of a spider.
that's the way Nicholas. I read an article um where they interviewed Nicolas Cage, and Nicolas Cage said he approached the role as if he were a spider cosplaying as a human, which does make sense if you watch the show. That you're like, oh
Yeah.
yeah, I see that now. Um, the in-show logic doesn't really show you that. They show the guy, and then he gets bit by. He's trying to rescue these POWs in Germany during World War One,
Yeah.
and they've been experimented on, and one of them is Man Spider bites the Nicolas Cage character, and that's where he gets his powers.
Played by Danny DeVito.
This is not played by
I
Danny
would say
DeVito.
there's an Always Sunny episode where he's wearing like a weird
Oh
Spider-Man.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Um, so like I said, I mean the show. Now, to be fair, I kind of binge this, and so when I binge a show and it's kind of late at night, like I can miss things. So I always kind of in the back of my head think like if I don't understand something, I'm gonna rewind it. I'm gonna like see if I and I was still like I feel like a lot of stuff just kind of went over my head, or I just sort of like went along with it. I don't know how much of it was like they counted on me to know some of the stuff, or they counted on me to like assume stuff, or if I missed stuff. But
What do you think of the
uh
villains?
I thought it was good. I thought they were appropriate to that universe, or that version of Spider-Man. I was kind of hoping for more I don't know what I was hoping for. They were fine. They were fine. The whole thing was fine. It was just like it felt like not underwhelming, but there's kind of a certain charm in them not like going for the fences here. This is just a good Spider-Man story, and it was like it was. I like noir stories. I love like those old 50s kind of detective novels, the ones all the ones that take place in like 1940s Los Angeles, The Big Sleep, the Long Kiss Goodbye, uh, all the High Window, all of those. I love those Dashiell Hammett stories and stuff. So this was right up my alley. It was weird to see Nicolas Cage kind of like playing a caricature of those pulp kind of noir heroes, but he's so good, and this was like
He was
perfect
great in
for
this.
him.
Like I
Yeah,
said, we got the full. I feel like we got like the full gamut of Nicolas Cage in this
yeah,
one.
it was.
The villains were decent. The guy who was Megawatt was a ham. He was
Yeah,
great.
yeah,
Yeah, people like hate him. Like he's a villain. He's like a comic villain. He was
yeah,
great. He's like, this is my performance. Or like that's when he like electrocutes the guy with his mouth. I was like, are they implying he's gay or something?
yeah. It was
You
like
know,
kind of a homoerotic thing to it.
yeah, but then the guy Silverman just goes, that was weird. Like
Yeah,
that was weird.
it
Like
was.
Silverman. I mean, I like that actor. I always, it's
Yeah.
funny. You know who his son is, right?
Mm.
Hux from the Star Wars movies. That guy. I mean, he's been in
Oh,
tons of shit. That guy.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's his dad. And the funny
Admiral Hux.
thing is,
Yeah.
he was in The Last Jedi playing like one of the
Interesting.
Imperials
Yeah.
in the beginning. He was like
Yeah.
there was like a bomber or something. They bombed some one of the ships or something.
Yeah.
Like the
Yeah.
captain of that or the whatever the hell they are.
I thought it was good. I like these. I like noir. I like comic books. It was a little jarring sometimes to see how comic booky the noir got, but like
Switch
it was,
between the color and the black and white at all?
I didn't realize that. I texted you as I was starting it, and I said, like what should I pick? And you said go with color.
Yeah, I watched
I
it.
I watched it all in color. I will say I saw some TikToks where people came up with like a formula for like what episodes to watch and what and I will also say I saw the scene where Man Spider bit Nicolas Cage, and it does look very scary in black and white, and it looks kind of goofy in color. But I
Hmm.
watched the whole thing in color. I thought it was,
Well, it kind of obscures the makeup and stuff.
yeah, the black and white I think was forgiving with some of the effects. Like I said, I watched it in color, but I saw
Yeah.
a bunch of TikToks where they did it side by side and
Well,
said
most of it was
why.
good. I thought the guy who was supposed to be Tombstone, like his whatever makeup was weak, and I don't know,
Yeah,
felt like he might like he looked like he was more like the Rhino though.
I could see that.
His
Yeah,
skin and everything. All they had to do was just give him a horn. He could have been the
yeah,
Rhino.
yeah. But
Sandman
it was
was all
good.
right. They didn't really he didn't really do Sandman stuff until the very end, but
Yeah,
Sandman's probably a more expensive character.
yeah.
Lightning effects really is like nothing. It feels.
Right. Yeah, they've been doing that for years. But it was
But I
good.
like the part when he fought Megawatt in his arms were turning to glass. I thought that was a really cool effect.
I'm
Supposedly
really
it took a while for them to film this. I'm curious if it's
um
a second season or not.
I don't know. I was just gonna say
If it doesn't, I
it'd
don't
be
know.
fine with me if it doesn't, but
I think it
I
got renewed.
am I am so glad they made it. I mean, it's like what a time to be alive when they're gonna make a fucking Nicolas Cage Spider Noir miniseries. I mean, like that's unfathomable. Like when I
You
was a
ever
kid, if
see
you
that
told me,
SNL episode when they Phil Hartman is what's his face? It goes, there are people, silent green is
Soylent Green one,
yeah, you ever seen that one?
yeah,
And then
yeah,
Chris Farley, it's like the future, and Chris Farley and the other person is you're like eating cow pies or something.
yeah, right, yeah,
And Chris Farley, then what's Phil Hartman shows up as Charlton Heston, and he's like,
yeah.
"We're eating people," and then he's like, he gets old. He's like, "Ah, I thought we were eating cow shit. God damn it!" He's like, he's pissed that it wasn't
Yeah.
cow shit.
um, yeah. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. It was like we got this great show. I mean, it's just
That's
really
cool.
cool. They're making stuff like that. So
I think it was one of
yeah,
the better shows that they've
yeah,
done. Like,
yeah. And I also like that I wasn't just from a personal level. It had kind of fallen off my radar. I lost track of it, and then it was there, and it was like all there, and I was like, "This is so
I
cool."
I felt like I thought it wasn't gonna come out till June.
Yeah, yeah. So,
Then one week I put it on, it's all there. And I'm like, what? Okay.
right.
All right.
Um,
For
yeah.
All Mankind season finale.
Yes. Um, I loved it. I thought it is weird to see how Miles, who was kind of introduced as a dipshit like 2 seasons ago, is now president of the entire country of Mars.
Oh yeah, that's right. He becomes in the end of the show.
Yeah. Um, I also think it's kind of weird how you see Margot come back towards the last few episodes here, and I think
That's
she's
what it
the
is.
only original character left.
And she's like talking to that one woman's daughter.
Yeah. Um, I mean, I guess Aleda did technically show up as a child at the end of season one, but Margot's the last OG character.
Well, what's her
Uh
face was there, but she was only in like one episode. What was her name? Dylan?
oh, oh, okay.
Was it Dylan?
Yeah,
No, what was her name? She was the one that and was the first woman on the moon.
yeah.
Was it
Ellen.
Dylan?
Are you thinking of Ellen?
I felt like the name started with a D.
I don't think so. Well, I don't know. I don't know. Um,
Well,
but
the granddaughter of what's Gordy shows up at her place.
yeah, yeah.
She had
Um,
some like I think she had something helping her, raising her or something.
yeah.
It
Well,
looks
the
like she's
big
staying on Mars in the end.
Yeah, yeah, I think so. I liked the season. I'm glad. Like, I didn't like to see Ed go. Is my favorite character, but he needed to go, and I'm glad they did it when they did it. Not like episode 1 or episode 10. I'm glad they did it like early in the season, and then there's a real transition. Um, I liked the Mars story. I liked all the storylines. We finally find that they do discover alien life, even though it's kind of microscopic. Um, it's completely different. They went out of their way to say it was not carbon based. So it is. The characters even said like this means there's probably life everywhere, like all over the universe, which is a big earth shaking revelation. And then the end was real mysterious. A derelict spaceship from like season 2, the Mars 94, Mars
I didn't
90.
realize that's what it was. I mean, it
Yeah.
was that was it season two or season three?
Um, it could be season 3. Let me look that up real quick.
Yeah, because season three is when they go to Mars. Season two has to do with the moon. Season three is when they go to Mars because it starts with the stupid space hotel, and then it might be like more towards the end of season three.
uh
Oh yeah, it was the Russian because there was three ships heading to Mars, right?
yeah, it was a race. You're right. And
And
that right.
that I think the whole thing about the because what's his face had the privatized one. Whatever, what's his name? Mr.
Dev.
Terrific. Dev, yeah, Mr.
Yeah.
Terrific. Dev had the privatized one. And I think they were the only ones that could save like the Russian ship or something at the time.
Yeah.
And he was
Um,
pissed, but it was like, hey, this is what we do, Like
uh, yeah, I'm trying to see where when it first started.
I thought it was
Uh, Sojourner 1. Yeah, because it was part of the race, and Helios was the third one.
that's right. So
So,
I remember now it was like they had to abandon the ship.
right.
But
And so this is that ship, and it had been floating since like 30, it had been floating for 30 years, and it's all of a sudden starts up again.
as it looks like it's approaching the what is it, the moon?
Something like that, yeah.
Oh, what's the
So,
moon called?
Titan.
Titan.
Yeah.
As it approaches Titan, it looks like it's coming. Now, in the end of the episode, you basically find out what was the woman's name?
Alex.
Alex. No, the
It
one that the guy. She's the Ed's kid.
isn't her name Alex too? I know her son is Alex, but like uh I thought that, yeah.
Go ahead.
Let's see. Yeah, I think it was Alex. Let me see. For all mankind. Let's see here. Well, you find she is left on Titan. Is let's see here. For all mankind. Maybe it isn't Alex. Now you got me thinking it's not. Let's see here. Season 5. But yeah, it was Ed's daughter. It was Ed's adopted daughter. She gives a nice speech at the end, like to her son,
But then she
basically.
goes and walks out. She finds water, a body of water, and walks
Yeah.
to it. So I part of me thinks she's not dead. But you
Alex
said you read that she is dead.
Kelly. I'm sorry, Kelly. You're right. Her name is Kelly. Yeah,
You read basically said she's dead.
I read an article where they interviewed the writers, and the writers said she was dead, and they said that the decision was made because like she had broken so many rules to get to Titan that when they had to sacrifice one, she basically did it because everyone would find out that she lied, and she like basically crash landed them there. That like a lot of the things she did were like breaking the
He's
rules
one
to
who
get.
overrided it, right? It
Yeah,
wasn't just an I
yeah,
knew that. It wasn't just an accident.
and
It just she wanted to get there.
yeah, and then she found what she wanted to find, and then that was that. So
As far as we know, she's dead, according to this natural
yes,
movie.
we if you just watch the show, they make it look like there's no way she can get rescued, and she's just sort of accepting her fate. Her oxygen's down to 5%, and she walks into this body of water, and bioluminescent life kind of like flock to her, which is a thing that
Well,
happens
they
in,
did find life. That's the whole thing. They
yeah,
find life. Uh,
earlier, yeah,
and it clearly that means it was coming probably from that area.
yes,
Didn't discover it. But I don't know. Then the show
yeah.
just turns into Avatar.
Yeah. Well, it is great. They have one more season. They're currently filming it. I'm so glad they're getting a final season and that they know it's the final season. Um, the writers, I think, had planned for 7 and they're going to get 6. I don't think that's the end of the world. I think that they've had enough notice to like adjust their
Yeah, at
storylines and
some point,
stuff.
what else are you gonna do with this show? Like
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of the conflicts were resolved in this episode.
Yeah.
I'm curious how Star City's gonna work. Like it's gonna be an ongoing show, or if it's just
Yeah.
then.
I mean, theoretically, if they wanted to, they could do whatever they wanted to. Star City could jump ahead 50 years in the future, and pick up
Yeah,
where For All Mankind left off. They got a lot of options. But I haven't seen Star City yet. I want to watch that. I'm looking forward to it. So yeah, that's that.
cool. Well, I guess the last thing to end on, we didn't talk about this. We talked about this before. Was it's interesting. You saw the movie. We're not going to talk about, it, but you saw the
Oh
movie
yeah.
Background, and I saw the
Yes.
movie Obsession.
Yes.
And people are talking about, and by people I mean like I just saw some guy on TikTok talk about this.
Yeah, yeah.
I think he had like 60 followers. I'm not sure,
Right.
but that these two movies like kicked the shit out of Mandalorian Grogu.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Here's what I think is that every I have a daughter. I talk to young people, in her orbit and everything. Um,
No one
and
cares.
and they all are talking about these obsession and
Well, they're at
backgrounds.
that age, like my son doesn't, he didn't give a shit about Madeline and Grover.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
He wanted to
And
see Obsession. He wants to see Backroom.
right, that's the buzz. And older people, like, it's hard. It's unless you have a kid, it's hard to get to the movies. I
Yeah.
wanted to go see the Star Wars movie, and I asked my kid, and she agreed to go with me. We had a good time, but like that wasn't. She wouldn't have gone to see it had I not suggested it.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
mean,
yeah. He
I just,
didn't. It was forbid. He didn't even give a
yeah.
shit.
She went with me. And like I said, she liked it. I don't think she's gonna like. It's gonna turn her around on wanting more Star Wars content or something. Star Wars, I think I've come to feel it is now more like Star Trek, like not.
Because it's become more of a TV show.
Yeah, it's more of a TV show, and it's more of a very niche audience. And Star Wars used to have mass wide appeal. Everyone loved it. And now it's more of a niche thing, I think.
Some people, again, I think the movie could have done better. I think, okay, if you think the movie was better, do you think it would have done better, or you think it doesn't matter?
I don't think it matters. I think they could have put out the Citizen Kane of Star Wars movies.
Oh, I mean, if it was good, people would have went to go see it.
Yeah, okay. Well, yeah, let me back that up, because because if it were like Andor, then maybe, but like Andor, as critically acclaimed as it was and as universally liked as it was, Andor still wasn't like amazingly popular. If you go talk to 100 people at a grocery store, I'll bet you like 95 of them haven't seen Andor.
You'd be like, "What? Who's that? What is
Right.
that?" You're like,
Andor what?
I don't want to join. And or what? What? Get to the point.
Yeah. So again, I think it's like a niche thing,
Andor, you mean indoor?
Yeah. So there's that.
All right. Well, on that note, I'm Rob Israel.
I'm Joseph K.
You still gone about
that?
Thank you for listening to You Still Gone On About That. Please like, comment, share, and if you haven't done already, please follow us on Instagram, YSGOAT, Facebook, YSGOAT, and Twitter, YSGOAT. Thank you, and have a great day.